Wait a minute. Oh, right. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light! All right, much better. All right, today I'm going to give away a free t-shirt, reveal the books I bought this week, and I may or may not feature a mystery pop-up segment on this episode. Hey everyone. Now in this mystery pop-up segment, as part of the Summer of Superheroes, I'm celebrating the 55th anniversary of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Now the first appearance was in Marvel Superheroes number 18 in January of 1969, and their original members consisted of Major Victory, Martin X, Yondu, and Charlie 27. Now even though this was the original team, it was later revealed that this team was from a parallel Marvel universe, and not in the regular Marvel universe or the 616 Marvel universe that we know of. And the Guardians in that universe didn't debut until 2008. Now there have been a lot of them that have made a few of them that have made first appearances in years prior to 2008, and there were some that made their first appearance in that very year. And the signature members, or the iconic members, the members that we love and know so well, consist of Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon, Drax the Destroyer, Gamora, and Groot. And this lineup inspired the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, with the first one that came out in Marvel 10 years ago in 2014. And really love this lineup. I mean, this lineup pretty much defines the whole team. But did you know that there were some other members of the Guardians that were part of this lineup? And some of those members consisted of Iron Man, Kate Pride, The Thing, the Carol Danvers Captain Marvel, Marvel Boy, Nova, Doctor Doom, Mantis, Adam Warlock, Hulkling, Wiccan, Moondragon, Cosmo the Space Dog, Beta Ray Bill, and the Scott Lang Ant-Man. And even though each of them have their ways about them, they go out and they protect the universe from afar. And what's not to like? Alright, this is the Guardians of the Galaxy Comic Hero tee, and if you would like one of your own, you can find them on IamTheComicHero.com/shop for $17. Alright, now, it's been a while since, not only has it been a while since the last time I've done an episode of the show, it's also been a while since I bought comics. As a matter of fact, earlier today I ended up buying 3 weeks worth of comics. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to split them 3 ways. You're going to see one series of books in this mystery pop-up segment. Then you're going to see the second week of books in the comic books I bought this week segment later on on this episode. And then on the next episode 491, you will see the third. But I'm going to go ahead and reveal the first series of books. These are the books that came out on August 7th. So here we go. First up is Absolute Power number 2. Avengers number 17. Batman number 151. Blue Beetle number 11. Daredevil number 12. Doctor Strange number 18. The Incredible Hulk number 15. The Sensational She-Hulk number 10. Shazam number 14. Space Ghost number 4. Spectacular Spider-Man number 6. Spider-Boy number 10. Uh-oh. Sorry, Drax. Ultimate Black Panther, number 7. Really excited about this book, folks. The Uncanny X-Men, number 1. And finally, Wolverine Annual 2024. All right, that's 15, which brings the total number of comics that I've bought since December of 1997 to 13,048. How y'all doing? I'm Victor, and you are watching a Comic Hero Show. Now kick that intro! Edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host, Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. Oh my goodness, it's been almost a month since the last time I did an episode. Had a few things that I had to take care of, but it's good to be back. But anyway, the Summer of Superheroes continues, and on this episode, I'm celebrating the 65th anniversary of the Hal Jordan Green Lantern. Now I'm going to touch base more on the character a little later on, but for right now, it's time to give away a free t-shirt. Or on episode 489, I asked, which neighborhood in the borough of Manhattan is Daredevil from? Well, the correct answer is Hell's Kitchen. And 15 people have answered correctly, and because they've answered correctly, your name's been entered in a drawing for a free tee. And that drawing takes place right now. So the winner of the free tee for this episode of the show is Christina. Now this is someone who answered right here on YouTube. So congratulations, Christina. You win some free Comic Hero tees. Alright, here's the question for next week's episode 492. And because I'm celebrating the 65th anniversary of the Hal Jordan Green Lantern, this is a Green Lantern question. In the DC Universe's emotional spectrum, which emotion does the color green represent? Alright, here's some hints. The first hint is that this emotion is a noun that means a feeling of strong determination. The second hint, this emotion is also a verb that means expressing the future or inevitable events. The third hint, I Blank Survive by Gloria Gaynor. The fourth hint, Free Blank by Rush. The fifth hint, the most famous catchphrase on the TV show Lost in Space is Danger Blank Robinson. And then the sixth and final hint, Good Blank Hunting. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on episode 492. Now, as I said in the mystery pop-up segment, I have 3 weeks worth of comics, and I'm going to feature the books that came out on August 14th in the comic books I bought this week segment, which you're about to see in about a few seconds. So, but I want to say that to say this. Because of the high volume of comics, there will not be a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown segment, nor any question segment until I resume with those, beginning with episode 492. So, because it's like I said, it's a high volume of comics and I don't want to take up a lot of time. So with that being said, let's get to the comics I bought this week. Comic books I bought this week. All right, here we go. First up is Batman Superman World's Finest, number 30. Deadpool, number 5. Green Lantern World Journal, number 12. Miles Morales Spider-Man Annual 2024. Phoenix, number 2. Star Trek, number 23. Superman, number 17. Thundercats, number 7. Titans, number 14. Ultimate Spider-Man, number 8. And finally, Wonder Woman, number 12. All right, that's 11, which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 13,059. All right, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode. And here's a question again for a free tee for next week's episode of the show. In the DC Universe's emotional spectrum, which emotion does the color green represent? Now, here are the hints again. The first hint is that this emotion is a noun that means a feeling of strong determination. The second hint, this emotion is also a verb that means expressing future tense or inevitable events. The third hint, I Blank Survive by Gloria Gaynor. The fourth hint, Free Blank by Rush. The fifth hint, the most famous catchphrase on the TV show Lost in Space is Danger Blank Robinson. And then on the sixth and final hint, the movie Good Blank Hunting. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in the drawing for a free tee on episode 492. And congratulations to Christina from YouTube who won a free tee on this episode. All right, on this episode, as part of my Summer of Superheroes, I'm celebrating the 65th anniversary of the Hal Jordan Green Lantern. Now, he made his first appearance in DC Showcase number 22 in October of 1959, and he was created by John Broome and Gil Kane. His abilities when he's not wearing the power ring is that he's a trained aircraft pilot and skilled hand-to-hand combatant. But with his power ring, just like any other Green Lantern, he possesses flight, enhanced strength, speed, durability, energy projection, force field manipulation, generation of heart-like constructs, real-time translation of all languages, space travel, and limited cellular regeneration. Now the story goes as in terms of his origin. He was a test pilot for Ferris Air, which is outside of his hometown of Coast City, California, when a spaceship crash landed near the runway. Jordan went over to the spaceship and found a gravely injured Green Lantern by the name of Abin Sur. Before he took his last breath, Sur entrusted his Green Lantern power ring to Jordan. Jordan soon reported to the planet Oa to receive training to use the ring and become a member of the intergalactic police force known as the Green Lantern Corps. Now, in addition to being a member of the Green Lantern Corps, he is an airman. He's a retired airman for the U.S. Air Force. He's a founding member of the Justice League of America, is a member of the White Lantern Corps and Justice League Europe. Now, he's been considered to be one of the greatest Green Lantern of them all, but he was not immune to adversity. Somewhere in the late 80s and early 90s, an entity known as Parallax had seduced him, and he gave in to fear. And the fear was so severe that it caused him to age a few decades. In fact, that was the reason why he had those white temples, or graying temples rather. And then it was made worse when the villain Mongul ended up destroying his hometown of Coast City. And due to his to being grief-stricken, he becomes mad and becomes the entity Parallax himself. He ends up either killing or injuring every member of the Green Lantern Corps, stealing their power rings, and then killing every Guardian of the Universe except for one, and I'm talking about Ganthet. Now, Ganthet ends up barely leaving Oa and then going to planet Earth to find a new Green Lantern. Now, I'm going to get to that in a mystery pop-up segment on episode 491, which I'll do later this week. Oh, by the way, in the mystery pop-up segment, I'm going to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Kyle Rayner Green Lantern. And but back to Hal. He ends up dying at the hands of none other than Oliver Queen himself, Green Arrow. And then he becomes the immortal DC character known as Parallax. But don't worry. In 2004, there was a miniseries called Green Lantern Rebirth, where he becomes human again and becomes a Green Lantern once again. But he's been back ever since. He's been flying high. He's still faced a few bouts of adversity, but he overcame it the way he usually does. But I was about to give away the answer to the free tea question of the week. But anyway, really love this character. One of my favorite characters in comics. All right, this is a Green Lantern Corps Comic Hero tee. And if you would like one of your own, you can find them on IamTheComicHero.com/shop for $17. All right, here's the road ahead for the show. On episode 491, which I'm doing in a few days, I'm going to raise awareness of spinal muscular atrophy, also known as SMA. I personally know some children who are living with SMA, but they are some of the most fascinating and talented people. Not just children, but people I know. And then there's going to be a mystery pop-up segment, which I celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Kyle Rayner Green Lantern, and that's going to conclude the Summer of Superheroes for 2024. So watch that episode. Then on episode 492, to kick off the month of September, I'm going to raise awareness of childhood cancer. Then on episode 493, I'm going to raise awareness of prostate cancer. I tell you, it feels so good to finally do the show again. Y'all have no idea. But you know, the reason why I haven't been doing the show is because I've had some other endeavors that I had to deal with, and also had to gear up for a cousin gathering, which is another word for family reunion, which, by the way, 3 awesome days. And if you're watching this and you were one of my cousins or my great aunt that came out, thank y'all for coming. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next year in the 702. All right. Also, meet me at the first annual Louisiana Delta Comic-Con on November 2nd at the main campus of Louisiana Delta Community College in Monroe, Louisiana. It's going to be the best one of them all. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be on my birthday. And not only am I going to be a vendor, I'm going to be a guest panelist. So if you live near or far, y'all come on out. All right, if you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. And as soon as you're done, go hit subscribe. And if you're watching this on the Comic Book Lovers Facebook page, welcome. And as soon as you're done, go on YouTube and hit subscribe. And if you're watching this on the East Texas Comic Con fans Facebook page, welcome. And as soon as you're done, go on YouTube and hit subscribe. Man, it's great to be doing this again. All right, I'm Victor Nully on the Comic Hero. I'll see you in a few days for episode 491. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero, and beware my power.